Hello, welcome to the Essential Gamer. You're here with me, Lee McSquiglio, and we are playing the Disintegration technical beta. We got our mitts on it in the closed technical beta, and it's a new sci-fi shooter first-person affair from Private Division and the developers V1. Private Division you may have heard of. They are Take-Two, as in GTA. That's their sort of indie branch, and this is the first offering that I've seen from this branch of Take-Two, and already it's vastly different to anything I've seen coming from them before. So it's basically a first-person shooter with tactical squad elements. You're basically bound to this machine. It's called a Gravcycle, and it's like a tank that flies. That's the best way I can describe it. At this point, I feel like I should probably say a big thank you to the developers of the game, V1. I must say, it's been very kind of them to give me a beta code. Cheers! Anyway, V1 Interactive, there we go, into the game. So, what the hell is it? Really, it's just the multiplayer in the beta, so I can't tell you about the solo mode, the story mode. I know that there is some sort of campaign. I know it exists, I just don't know anything about it. But if the elements that we can take from the multiplayer has anything to do with it, I feel like it's going to be very possibly linear and faction based. So within the beta we've got all these customization options. As you can see, you went through the different factions there. There's all the ways to customize your own logos and banners and all that sort of jazz. In fact, the logo customization reminded me of Call of Duty's, where you can make quite sort of detailed creations and pimp yourself out a bit. Gameplay wise, as I said, it's a squad shooter, so you'll go into the multiplayer teams of, I believe it was up to 3 or 4 players, and you have your own squad within the team. So each pilot has 3 members of a squad who they control. So the map design I wasn't quite sure of. Some of it seems a bit tight, seems a bit too close knit for the Gravcycle. It's almost as if the cycle's too big for the places that they want you to get, the developers wanted you to get through. Also your field of view, as I was playing, I noticed that a lot of the times the different designs of Gravcycle, they sort of obscured my vision a bit too much. I feel like, again, there could maybe a third-person view could help here. That possibly could come. The controls are fine. The Gravcycles handle really well. The sort of shooting mechanics feel nice and weighty. When you're blowing shit up, it feels like you're blowing shit up, which is always good. The squad mechanics, as in controlling your squad, can be a little bit ropey. It doesn't quite feel like that. I mean, there are that you can set up defenses with some. So in this mode, it was an attack and defense style mode. Go grab a core, take it to the center thing, and blow it up. So you have to defend the cores against the other team. So you can set out traps and things like that with certain infantry characters, which will assist you in defending positions, proximity mines and the like. And for the attacking team, it's more like homing beacons and things like that. For the squad elements, there is a tutorial which helps you to get the hang of controlling the little individuals on the floor. But in gameplay, it didn't quite work how I would want it to. You can't individually control the squad. It's one click with R1 and they all do the thing you're pointing at. So if you're pointing at an enemy, they all attack the enemy. If you point at the floor, they all run to that spot on the floor. Problem being that I found that they die all the time. You reclaim their thing and it sort of respawns them a bit quicker than the countdown, otherwise they do return eventually. You've got to manage health as well of them, which is good. I liked that. But when attacking, they attack the thing that you attack. They also follow you. So they either run towards you and attack the thing, or they attack the thing and they're not quite sure if they're coming or going, and then you can tell them to attack or to go somewhere and move and attack something, and then they're just completely fucked. The AI, I think, will have some work done to it. Obviously this is a technical beta and we only had the one mode, so as I said before, you have to take a thing, to a place, blow something up in this multiplayer mode. There will be other modes. I know that there's a sort of standard team deathmatch, so to say, and I think there's some more other objective based modes coming as well. When it works, it worked really nicely. I didn't notice too much in the way of graphical glitches or bugs. It all looked really smooth, and yeah, this game mode was actually quite good fun. It's intense. It's one of those sort of modes where it toos and fro's quite quickly. Of course, it doesn't always go well when you're trying to defend things. You sort of barrage the enemy, and yeah, you're fucked. I had a lot of fun. I won't lie. I enjoyed it. It was a good crack. But what I did find is, again, the controls of the Gravcycle itself and the design and layout of the multiplayer maps that we played doesn't let you sort of play and experience the Gravcycle in the way that you want to. Also, as you can see here, the AI is all over the place. Everyone's sort of just a melee on the floor. No one really knows what they're going for, and it makes for a bit of a confusing but hectic and fun firefight situation. So, you know, twos and fro's, pros and cons. It's, again, I say it's a technical beta. I've got to keep reminding you of that. So any sort of negatives that I have now, I assume would be ironed out by the time that we get to full release. I'm not entirely sure when that will be, but I'm sure that will be soon. For the squad elements, I will say that there's a very nice scan mode which I'm using here, which allows your squad to pinpoint a certain enemy. They can soften them up if they do a bit more damage, and then you come in for the flying kill, and that's like the tactical side really playing out nicely. Besides that, you know, we'll have to see. The open beta starts on January 31st. I hope you've got some information from this and you can go into that and possibly enjoy it for yourself. If you did enjoy this video, I would urge you to like and subscribe, because of course without the likes and the subscribes, where do we go from here? We don't do anything, do we? It's pointless. My name's Squiggler. You can follow me and the channel on Twitter at TEGamerUK. Until then, goodbye.